Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast and a game 1 in a series between ESC's Goody versus Millennium Stephano here on Testbug. We have Goody spawning as the purple Terran player, and then down over here we have the pretty in pink Zerg spawning at the 7 o'clock location. And I always think it should be a rule that you should not be able to spawn as purple when playing against a Zerg player, as it's very, very difficult to try to spot any action happening when it's happening on top of creep. Anyways, IC Cup or Testbug, this is one of the maps here, as we see a rather early drone now moving out, and that is a very, very early drone. You can see that drone scouting out in a very early fashion, perhaps trying to see if it will be perhaps an early rush, as we are now going into 11 over 10. And we'll see what Stephano tries to do. I've never seen a drone scout out this early just quite yet, as the drone now moves out and perhaps will be able to delay a barracks from being placed down. You can see the drone is there, delaying that barracks just a little bit, wandering around. You can see the barracks instead being placed down over here, as the drone just going to wander around back and forth and perhaps get a little bit more information. Nothing really telling of the production just quite yet. The SCV now attempting to run away. The SCV the drone did gain a little bit more hit points, and he may actually come out in the head in the battle. No, will not come out ahead. Currently seated at 9 hit points. Gonna perhaps come back at 10 and 11 to try to finish off this one SCV, as a second barracks now being placed down. So two racks or a second barracks now being built as well. As you can see, the drone still wandering around trying to get as much information as possible, but Goody will be opening in with a very aggressive double racks push here on Testbug, and the walking distance is rather short. The drone now just still wandering around here. One Marine will be trained up. A second Marine should be trained up as soon as this Marine is done. So you will have 3 Marines in just a matter of seconds, as the spawning pool finally coming into play and more drones are being added as well. So Stephano a little bit behind. You can see the drone now attempting to pull away, and this SCV Z for Zerglings. And Goody, you're just going to now move down into this location here, see that there is a hatchery already being built, and now try to move across the map with these Marines to get as much and just try to deal some damage already. You can see 1 Marine already out, a second Marine, 3 Marines now out and about. Perhaps they could have landed off over here in order to speed up their walking, and that would have definitely helped, as you can now see a SCV moving along over here and perhaps may try to build a bunker right here. There are already drones down in this position as Goody. Does Goody spotted? Yes, Goody is spotted there, and now drones making their way over. Gonna surround this one SCV. Down it goes, as Stephano already shutting down one of those early SCVs, but we now have 5 Marines and an SCV on the move. 8 Zerglings in order to counter, with a Queen now being trained. A Spine Crawler being added as well. It will not get done in time. Spine Crawlers take 50 seconds to build, as a Zergling now reaching the party just a little bit too early, and Marines are now coming in, and this Overlord needs to figure out where it's going to be, and gets shot out of the sky. They're not quite sure how it was actually spotted, as the drones are now trying to engage. Zerglings are now chasing as well. SCVs getting destroyed, as the Zerglings now once again turning around. We are going to get 1 Spine Crawler up, and the drones and the Queen now coming over to engage as well. In comes the Queen getting in some slashing. SCVs trying to take down that Spine Crawler. The Spine Crawler will get up in just a moment, and now that Spine Crawler does have some decent armor there. Now the Zerglings are chasing after those Marines. It looks like the Zerglings are going to get picked off a little bit, and this Spine Crawler with 100 hit points needs to do its job. It does have a base of 2 armor, so it does take reduced damage from these Marines from 6 down to 4, as more Zerglings are still getting queued up. 15 drones against 8 SCVs, a transfusion hitting the Spine Crawler there, so that Spine Crawler will be able to fend off a lot of attacks, as we are nowhere near getting that all-important metabolic boost. Goody is a bit of trouble. Are we getting to get more SCVs? Yeah, 4 SCVs are now going to be trying to suicide in its way here. Zerglings now coming in to engage. The SCVs going after that Spine Crawler, but that Spine Crawler going to impale even more of those SCVs, and it looks like Stephano should be able to hold off this attack rather easily with the help of this 1 Spine Crawler and 2 Queens. The Queens could be able to easily transfuse, and there's the GG by Goody. Goody with a very weak economy, only 6 SCVs plus 1 Mule. Pretty much knew that he would not be able to come back into this game, economically speaking. And there's the GG. So a very, very fast GG here on Testbug. Stay tuned for Game 2.